New software unlocks thousands of hidden interests, millions of new buyers, and gives you a blatant Facebook advantage in just seconds. Hey, it's Ross Carroll here, and I'm about to show you something really awesome. You see, Facebook has been hiding all the best and most profitable data from us. In fact, millions of buyers have been just out of reach, invisible to the average Facebook marketer. But now, a simple tool I developed out of pure frustration has unlocked them, all of them. And rather than bore you to tears with empty promises and hype, let me show you in real time exactly what this means for you and your business. Are you ready? Alright, so we're inside of Insight Hero now, and I'm going to do something that you have never seen done before. We're actually going to search 3 different markets at the same time so you can see how insanely fast this is. So we're going to start with engineering or engineers, and we're going to jump to the next tab. We're going to do firefighting or firefighters, if I can spell it correctly. Firefighter, there we go. And we're going to start that one up. And then we're going to do a hobby, so motocross. And we're going to start this one. So it's going to take about 10 seconds, 30 seconds per keyword. So let's go ahead and jump to the first tab. All right, so we're back at the first tab here, and we have data already, some really good stuff. Just scrolling fast, you can see how many interests this actually finds. So we've got a lot of different types of colleges here, some types of engineering, and just some great data to go by. So we can go ahead and go through that and pick the ones that we want to do and add them to our project and save them. Let's go ahead and look. That's quite a bit of good data. So we've also got employers and job titles and majors and schools as well. So you can look at the types of degrees that these engineers have. So chemical engineering, computer engineering, industrial engineering. You could target each one of these with your own t-shirt and get great results. These are some great audiences here. And that took just a few seconds to get all that. No long-winded research. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we've got here. So firefighters, that's another great niche. People selling a ton of t-shirts for that and all kinds of good stuff. So here you can now tap into that. You've got Firefighters Combat Challenge. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds awesome and it's a good size audience and should be highly targeted. California Professional Firefighters, some stuff that you just wouldn't find anywhere else. American Firefighters, Volunteer Firefighter EMT, Wisconsin State Firefighters Memorial, all kinds of things. Great audiences that you just take forever to find the stuff, and it took us no time flat. So let's go to the last one as well. We've got instead of a job title, we've got an interest, so you can see a different kind of result here. So looks like we've got a lot of good stuff. Motocross, obviously, and then Trans World Motocross, AMA Motocross Championship. Again, more things that I wouldn't know about. Mad Skills Motocross 2. How are you going to find this stuff without spending hours and hours of research? We've got a freestyle motocross rider, so that should tell you even more. So not just motocross rider, some motocross the interest, but a rider. So you can go look him up and see how many people like him and if he's mainstream and all that, and you can target fans of him and really build a solid audience. So it looks like we've got another writer here and all kinds of great stuff that again would just take forever to research. And we did that 3 at a time in just seconds. So I'm going to do one last one just to hit this point home. We're going to look at nursing. So that's another really popular big market. So we're going to type nurse and see what comes up here. It should just take about 30 seconds or less. And it's pulling up literally every nurse keyword, related keyword, and interest in Facebook, and the job titles, the employers, the majors, and the schools. So look at this. This is a great solid list. We've got a ton of stuff here. Just all kinds of things. We've got different types of nurses. It looks like we've got some fan pages here. I love being a nurse. All kinds of good stuff. Registered practical nurse. International Nurses Day. That's a great one to know. Hint, hint, make some t-shirts for that. And all kinds of great stuff here. Big audience as well. And then we can even look at the different job titles. So registered nurse, licensed practical nurse, military nurse. You could target all of nursing and then make your ad copy speak to just the military nurses or licensed practical nurses, just to get their attention and really grab them to come click your ad. You can go ahead and it looks like we've got some fields of study as well, so a lot of different types of fields, so you could target those as additionally. And then even some schools for nursing, different nursing schools. And that is some incredible information that took just mere minutes to get. Wow, so I bet you've never seen anything like that before. We just went from a single keyword, unlocked multiple mass niches filled with millions of hyper-targeted buyers, all in about 2 minutes. What you've just witnessed truly is the holy grail of Facebook marketing tools. It's the first ever of its kind, turning what used to take hours into a simple process that takes just mere minutes. It allows you to dive deep into hidden markets and target people on Facebook like never before, and like your competition simply can't. It's like a key to unlocking the true potential of Facebook ads and audiences, backed by strategies and techniques that have pulled in well over $1.4 million in just the last 2 years. We call it Insight Hero, and it will completely revolutionize the speed and effectiveness at which you can launch highly targeted, highly profitable campaigns. And I'm going to show you more in just a second, but first allow me to promise you a few simple things. Number 1, by using Insight Hero, you'll never be lost for how to reach your target market again. It'll all become perfectly clear. Number 2, once you get your hands on this, you'll throw out every interest or targeting tool you've got because they've all just become obsolete. And number 3, I'll show you how to once and for all beat the Facebook marketing game and how to play in an arena that you'll have all to yourself, where the competition is scarce and the profit margins are top shelf. But I must warn you, this top secret tool will not stay on the market for long. In fact, if you leave this presentation and come back, your chance of ever getting your hands on it could disappear quickly. So for those of you who know the value of your time, who know that going faster means being able to get up more campaigns and push your daily profits to all-time highs, then you'll want to listen up. And watch as I reveal a seismic shift in social marketing. As you just saw, Insight Hero takes research that used to take days and turns it into seconds. It goes deeper and further than ever before possible. And it unlocks a treasure trove of hidden, valid, and targetable interests to which your competition doesn't have access. I'm sure you're starting to see the power behind this, right? Now let's jump back over live because there's much, much more. So now we're back inside of Insight Hero and we're looking at the previous results from the motocross search, and I want to show you something really cool that this app can also do for you. So taking a look through the list, let's say you've picked several items and you decide that these are the ones you want to go with. So you've done a little bit of research, maybe played around in the Insights tool, and you know that these are your hardcore niche keywords for this particular targeting campaign. So what you can do then, I'm just going to select them all for this example, but assuming you've grabbed the most relevant keywords, you can now do something called expand. So we can take that and it's going to go look for more related keywords, maybe that don't necessarily have the exact word motocross, but still can relate to this. So as you scroll through, what will happen is you start to see here, now we've got some new things. So it may be slightly beyond motocross, like motorcycles here, or enduro motorcycle, but we've also got stuff like supermoto, which is motocross related. So I looked that one up because I wasn't sure, but that's another good one in the motocross niche. We've also got things that motocross people might like, so skateboarding and extreme sports and X Games. So there's a lot of motocross stuff tied in with X Games. But you can see here now that we've got more things that are just a little bit further. There's also going to be some riders, so we're going to get more riders out of this. If you have a celebrity type of sport or niche, you're going to be able to find people within that easier using this expand option. So we've got Travis Pastrana, I know he's a famous motocross rider, James Stewart, Ryan Villapoto, Ryan Dungey, Ricky Carmichael. So we've got a lot of riders here that we can now go look up and see if that's who we want to target for this particular campaign. And you wouldn't be able to get that without doing a lot of research first. And you just have to hope to come across some of these. Now you've got a nice, easy list. We've also got some crazy stuff in here like Crusty Demons. I don't know what that is, except that I had to look it up for this video. That's another motocross team, so that is motocross related. So again, stuff that I don't know how you would go find that without this tool. Good luck coming across that, typing in variations on motocross in the interest tool. So really great stuff just by expanding this. And not only that, we can then expand it some more. So if we do it one more time, we hit that, it's going to go out and search, and now we're going to find new markets. This is for exploring things a couple levels away. So we've got freestyle motocross, AMA motocross championship, a couple things that are. We've got a lot more wider range now. So we've got some motorcycle stuff. So now maybe we can explore that market and see if that's another way we want to go. So now we can get into new markets you never even thought of. Just a good list here of all kinds of semi-related stuff. So off-roading, water polo, parkour. So Facebook sees these as somewhat related to the various keywords we were looking at. Mud bogging, there's another new market. Free running, zip lining. So these looks like a lot of action, adrenaline type sports. So some of these people are going to be related and be doing multiple things here. So it gives you a new look into new markets as well, and not just motocross by itself, not just your one level. So now you can look at some of the riders. You can look at some of the things people are also doing. Red Bull Air Race World Championship. That looks cool. That looks like a big market. BMX riding, all kinds of really cool stuff here. Just in seconds, taps into real valid interests. You see, having access to this data and this information truly is missing piece of the puzzle when it comes to running highly profitable social campaigns. And let me reiterate, these are all 100% real, valid, and targetable interests. Unlike every other tool you've probably used where 80% of the results aren't even valid interests. But of course, it doesn't stop there. I'm about to show you something that will open your eyes to the insane possibilities that having Insight Hero in your corner gives you. I'm about to go from a single keyword, research an entire niche, build a laser-targeted audience, and launch an ad in all about 2 minutes flat. Now, before I do, let me just say that for anyone who's done Facebook advertising, your jaw will drop when you see this. And if you're new to Facebook, consider yourself lucky that you'll never have to do it the hard way, like so many of us have in the past. So enough talk though, let's get right to this. By now, I'm sure you're absolutely excited at everything Insight Hero can do for you, but we haven't shown you everything just yet. So what I'm going to do right now is we're looking at a real ad that I ran before. So this was before I had Insight Hero. It did quite well. It's targeting math teachers, and we have 1,400 likes and over 300 shares. And the audience is about 390,000. And you can see these are all math-related interests. So we have National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, Council of Teachers, and things like that. So to do that, I had to go in Google and type a lot of different variations of math. I had to type variations of it in the interest box in the ad builder inside Facebook, and it took a long time, a lot of work. Well, believe it or not, we can do this whole ad now in under 2 minutes with Insight Hero. So let's jump over to that, and I'm going to show you just how this works. So we're going to type mathematics to start and hit search. And as usual, it's going to look for all the interests, job titles, employers, majors, and schools. It takes about 30 seconds, and it gives you back a really good list of real targeted interests. So as we can see, this list is kind of too large. So we haven't shown you yet, but now you can also filter the results. So if you look, we have exactly math teachers right now. So we're going to select those, and what we can do is add them to our project. And that means these are saved for later. So we like them, they're valid, they're what we want. Let's save them to this project, and now we can access them later. Well, that's not all. Now we can go ahead and really define the audience. So we can start to pick and choose these and really nail down the size. So we're going to select all, because these are all good interests. And in fact, these are the same ones that I found the hard way that we just did in a few seconds. And not only that, we can also jump down here and define the exact demographics. So just like I had in the ad before, I can look at this and go, okay, this is 21 to 55. That's what I want, for example. We can do men, we can do women, and when we do that, it actually changes up here as well. So you can see our audience size changes accordingly. So you can really play around and make sure you've got the exact audience you want. So this looks to be a little bit bigger than the first time I ran that ad, but still about the same size and a really great targeted audience here. So all we got to do now, if we're happy with that, hit create the ad, and it's going to take us right into the Power Editor. It's going to warn us if you've got the Power Editor open to make sure you don't overwrite. So go ahead and do that and download the data. And it's as simple as creating a new ad set and setting your basic parameters. So we'll do that right now. So we want to do a new campaign. And we can set the type. So I like to do page post engagement. We can set the ad set name here and go ahead and create it. So now, if you look, we've got all of our options that we had set in Insight Hero ready to go. So this is our audience, just as we shown inside of Insight Hero ready to go. So what we do now is simply create our ad. And of course, we select the ones we just did there and create that. And then from there, it's as simple as choosing your normal stuff. So we're going to set the basic fan page and the post that you made there. So let's see. Just like that, we've got the ad, we've got the audience, and we're done. Amazing, right? As promised, I just broke into proven and profitable niches in literally minutes. Where could you take your business if you had the power to do the same? How much time and frustration do you think you could save yourself by doing it this way instead of the old, boring, and monotonous process that you used to be forced to follow? If you currently do or have any plans to do Facebook marketing in the future, there's no denying that Insight Hero is must-have technology for you and your business. You see, without Insight Hero, you're basically locked out of the most profitable data Facebook has to offer. There's no way in, no back door, and no way to get it. Every single Facebook marketer to this point was just basically scratching the surface of what's possible. And as you know by now, making 6 figures a month on Facebook is not a pipe dream. It's a reality that many live. So what happens when you can go even deeper? Much, much deeper. And faster, much faster. How much more money could you make knowing that from now on, every ad you set up, whether you do t-shirts, physical products, lead building, or even affiliate marketing, that every ad would be 100% hyper-targeted. And that you could target things that less than 1% of all marketers even have access to, essentially putting yourself in a league of your own. And not only that, you'll be able to execute at a speed that you never thought possible, making scaling your business easier than ever. Significantly lower your ad spend, because instead of showing your ads to tire kickers, only hyper-engaged people will see them. And stay out of the Facebook likes by association money trap, where they basically take your ad spend and throw it down a very deep hole. And best of all of this leads to better profits, higher ROIs, and a kick-butt bottom line. Insight Hero is the only tool in existence today that can unlock the Facebook data vault, starting with a single keyword and launch a full-blown campaign in just a few minutes. Now you might think that to gain access to Insight Hero, you'll be asked to invest a pretty penny today. After all, even if I asked $297 for it, you could easily make that investment back with just one campaign. It'd be well worth it. And the fact is, tools of this caliber are sold every day for that price and more. But I'm not going to ask you to invest anywhere near that today. In fact, today and today only, you can grab this tool at a deep discount. You invest once and never pay again. Use it for 100 campaigns or 100,000 campaigns. You'll never pay a dime more. And you'll be getting top-tier access to Insight Hero with full features and all the benefits that come with it. But that's not even it. I'm going to make this even more of a no-brainer for you and give you another premium software of mine worth well more than what I'm asking you to invest today. Just by being one of the first 500 to secure your copy of Insight Hero, you'll also get my social Swiss Army knife. Want to know what the top 100 t-shirts selling on Teespring are at any given moment? This app is going to tell you. Want to be able to easily search for and post awesome content to your pages? Or tag your visitors with retargeting pixels? You can do that as well. To be honest, you're getting an incredible deal just by taking action today. So not only will you get Insight Hero, but you'll also get my Social Swiss Army Knife premium app today as well. So don't wait. Click the button below and reserve your deep discount, plus the limited bonus right now while you still can. Your investment here today could and likely will be made back with a single campaign driven by Insight Hero technology. You can't get this anywhere else, and it is truly the no-brainer deal of a century. Imagine yourself walking on the other side of the Facebook data line, where you have access to every interest, job title, major, and more. Imagine how much time you'll save yourself from this moment on. I'm talking hours a week in research alone. Imagine how much more cash you could pull out of Facebook with all this juicy information at your fingertips. Are you ready to step up your game? Click now to reserve your place, and I'll see you on the inside. Thanks for watching.